The Philadelphia Phillies have not yet re-signed the 28-year-old World Series MVP Cole Hamels. The left-handed pitcher will become a free agent after this season, and many fans want the ace to stay.
You give Cole Hamels a long-term deal, something in the neighborhood of what? There's a couple guys that got signed. Kershaw's deal definitely big, but you have to keep him. He's homegrown. He won you a World Series. He would be a #1 starter on any other team. The guy is going to win you, 15 plus, maybe more games a season. And hey, he's one of the best left-handed pitchers in baseball, so he has to stay. There's no reason they should let him go.
Yes, they should re-sign him most definitely, and because he's been there through championships, playoffs, everything.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, at this point, he's kind of like our guy. He's been in the system for a long time. We all love Cole Hamels. He's proved his worth time and time again. We got to keep him.
I'd like to see him re-sign for at least a year. In my perspective, I don't think they're going to re-sign him.
Yeah, I mean, it's a must that they re-sign Hamels, and he's probably going to look somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 or 6 years, and anywhere from $120 to $130 million. So I think it's imperative that the Phillies sign him.
I think they will, because he's one of their most valuable pitchers, and I think they have to keep the core and the nucleus together. So I'm really hopeful that they'll get a deal done.
And they're always really good with keeping their homegrown players. Every interview I hear with him, he seems really interested in staying, and I think that they're really good at keeping the players they need to keep.
The decision to keep Hamels is not the only issue the ball club is currently facing. Freddy Galvis has been brought up from the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs and is currently playing second base, while Chase Utley is on the disabled list.
Well, I think they're going to let Freddie play his way through this, but I think by the middle of the season he'll be down in AAA. I don't think the kid can hit.
Well, I think with the Phillies, with one of the highest payrolls in baseball, you have to have a young talent like Freddy Galvis come up and play a little bit.
I think that we keep Galvis up for a while, just because we learned with Don Brown that it's better to not rush anybody back down immediately. The kid's never going to learn if he's not up here, so he has to stay. Work it out.
No, I think we need to develop Galvis. I think, we just have to struggle through this time. Obviously Chase Utley has some medical issues that are more severe than anybody thought, and if he's the future, we just got to find out now, if he is the future, or if they have to look to free agency to bring in somebody else.
Well, I don't think we have much of a choice. I think that Charlie Manuel's keeping an eye on it. You might see Pete Orr there a couple times, but you got to give the young guys a chance, and he's probably the future. So he's good in the field, and I'm sure he'll come through.
Utley is on the mend, and so is first baseman Ryan Howard. With these two players out of the lineup due to injuries, Philadelphia will need other players to produce for the team offensively.
I think actually most of the pressure is going to go on Hunter Pence. Hunter Pence said himself that he wants all the pressure. He wants to be the guy that the Phillies turn to, and he's used to it. When he played in Houston, he was one of the main offensive power sources for the Astros, so he's used to that role. I think he's going to step up big this year and be that guy, at least in the first 3 months, before Utley and Howard are back healthy enough to play.
So, honestly, the person that's going to have to step up is currently not on the roster. I think they're going to have to make a move at the trading deadline to help alleviate the loss of Howard and Utley.
Number one, you think Shane Victorino. I mean, he's in a contract year, so he's got a lot to play for. But I also think Hunter Pence, really enjoys being in Philadelphia, and I expect that, him batting and clean up in order, that, he'll put the team on his back and help carry it.
I'd like to see John Mayberry Jr. step up and have a great at-bat this season.
I'm looking for Jimmy Rollins to do the same thing again, because I think now that he got his contract and he knows how much we love him and what a great player he is, he's going to step up and he's going to make it happen.
I'm going to spin it a little bit. I'm going to think Shane Victorino. Reason being, this is his last year of his contract. He's in a contract negotiation offseason coming up this winter. So I think Shane's got a lot to play for this year, a lot to prove.
The Philadelphia Phillies have not had the best start to this season. However, most fans are confident that they will win the National League East for the 6th year in a row.
I would say we got a great shot for the division. I still think, with the bullpen, even the concerns we have, the bullpen, the lineup concerns we have, that pitching staff still the creme de la creme of the whole National League. Still think we win the division.
Yes, Braves, to me, they can't keep it together in the season. I think the Nationals' experience is not good enough. The Marlins made a lot of ritzy signings. I think they're a good team, but I'm not a believer.
Yeah, they will win the division for the 6th straight time. Though the road will be a lot harder.
I absolutely think so. I think our pitching staff is head over heels better than any of the other teams in our division, and our hitting will come around. I think our pitching is going to be what carries us.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Are you crazy?
Yes.
The pitch is too strong not to.
You'll be interviewing us for the World Series right here on this corner.
With some of their star players injured, it's going to take a combined team effort for the Philadelphia Phillies to bring home another division championship. Here at Citizens Bank Park for Temple Update, I'm Danielle Maslany.